can be quite difficult to be kind and gentle when all around us people are being crazy and demanding. Being kind and gentle gives off a certain vibration, which can be easily knocked by those that are being crazy and demanding. The people that aren't able to be gentle in themselves find that inner peace and take it out on everybody else that's in the outside world of them. You know, these energy vampires that like to take away our energy because they don't like what we're giving off. They want to be like that themselves. They want to emulate kind and gentleness. But they find reasons and excuses, poor me excuses for why they explode all the time, or why they're so demanding, or why they have control issues is a big thing. Control issues is something that's a real problem with people. They want to control everything that's going on around their lives. Now that's a lack of faith in life, the universe and such like. They want to, well, they have no faith in how the universe is working, so they want to control everything, every movement that anybody makes. And they find it frustrating for people who want to be free to do what they want to do. People who are free enough to be able to see through the control mechanisms of this other person. That can irritate them a lot. The person that's the controlling person, it irritates them that gentle, soulful people can see through them, and it's something that really pushes their buttons. And I sometimes find that them kind of people are quick and easily put forth falsehoods or stir the pot, as many people say. They like to cause trouble. They get a kick out of it. They're stealing that energy of the people who they're upsetting. But being kind and gentle with them should help them to calm down, collect themselves. But I have noticed, definitely in the last few years, it's not working as much as it used to. In fact, it's making a lot of people even worse. It's like I'm stepping on their toes when I'm trying to be kind and gentle to someone who's losing it. And I'm still working out how I deal with that. Gurdjieff himself says that we should obviously suffer the emanations coming from these people. But sometimes it makes, for myself, I fall down, I make mistakes, I lose it myself sometimes. And it's, again, another learning curve, isn't it, of why did I react like that instead of acting? And I know we all come up against it. I think the most difficult times is probably with family or close relatives. You know, family feels it's okay to explode and tread on people's toes and lash out. So there's also this idea of, from that, we should be staying away from them kind of people, but it can't be helped when we're caught up in them kind of families or them kinds of peoples. And it can be quite damaging. You can feel your solar plexus going all over the place. You feel your body kind of having an inner shake from what's happened, from the attack. I often try and do an inner prayer. If I can get some time to myself, I would go and light a joss stick or a candle for them people. They'll feel it in some kind of vibration. It will all reach them. It'll get through that heavy armour that they're wearing, that crust of anger, hate, irrationality. That's a lot of what goes on with people that like to lash out or have control. But for us, we must remember it is impulsiveness that happens with these people, and sometimes I impulsively react. And I know I have had people say to me, oh, prayers don't work. They do work, but you have to be really conscious of what you're doing. With intention, you give them prayers. With intention, you send out them vibrations of healing love, healing light that they can feel. Call it down from the higher realms. And I've made this video because I had a few people get in touch saying that they're struggling with their own family issues. And I myself come up against a lot of family issues that can be, or close friends issues that can be difficult when you can see that these people are not thinking, feeling and willing people. They're just reacting in a way that they want to control a whole situation, or things aren't going right for them, so it's easy to take it out on somebody else. And these kinds of people are the ones that are our challenges. And those challenges need to be faced with a loving feeling. But by doing the Gurdjieff work, we're learning to see these incidences happen. And by developing ourselves, we're helping our body and our mind and our heart when they're more centered to be able to deal with these issues and incidences in a more impartial way. We use our conscience. And many people that are the controlled freak out people are not using their conscience. Their conscience is being ignored. And I've said before, conscience, I believe, is a connection to the divine source. Our conscience is the divine source coming down to us, making us aware of right and wrong. Though I know people are going to come back to this that are in the Gurdjieff work and say, Gurdjieff says there's no right or wrong. But we know that people that are freaking out or trying to hurt us are doing it because they're in a bad place, and we have to understand that they're in that bad place and just being too demanding on us. That sometimes we need to find that inner peace, you know, whether it's going out to the woodlands or to the countryside or lighting a candle and looking at that. We have to find our ways of gathering ourselves back together. Because when these incidences happen, we fragment. And we can feel it within ourselves, fragmenting and breaking up and being hurt. And when we do it ourselves to other people, we're creating fragments in our own soul, fragmentations in our own soul. And we're trying to, well, obviously bring an inner peace, and also to make our soul complete and to make our souls complete in a higher way. But these are all challenges and part of the work, and it never ends. There will be a continuous challenge. We will continually meet other people that will press our buttons and tread on our toes. But what's the most important thing is that we work on ourselves so that we can be aware of what is going on and why this is happening. You know, it'd be nice to live in a world that was full of people that were awake to their conscience and would treat each other a lot better and not try and control. There'll always be people that think they know better than oneself. So I really was doing this video as more of a bit of encouragement for those that were having a bit of a hard time. And remember that this life's your life. Live it as you want to live it. Be free. Be real. And be true to yourself. Thank you for watching. Peace to all. Love to all.